the E to the L to the U to the X to the E to the top. Smacking.
Hey there guys, Qwerty Afro here, bringing you another Frankfurt U-BAHN video, or U-BAHN Frankfurt, whatever you want to call it. I'm back again on the map, and as I've been saying in my previous videos, there have been many updates for this map, and I'm really excited to be continuing along. And I think this map is actually going to get quite a lot of replayability now because of the recent updates, where we've had two new train units actually been added in the game for this map, and I'm going to be driving one of them today. This one's actually slightly newer than the other one. I haven't made a video of the other one, which is the U2 wagon. I'm going to be doing a video today in the Ptb wagon, as it is called. It's not even, it's more of a tram than an actual train, but those two units have been added into the game for this map, as well as the actual map has been getting updated, and the actual map has been recently updated to include line U5. As I said in my previous videos, U5 wasn't actually included. Some of the stations were included in the map, but most of them weren't because of the low level platform issue, and it wouldn't have been realistic to have a U5 wagon train, which is the the Bombardier the newest kind of trains that I've been normally driving in these kind of videos. It wouldn't be realistic to have them driving on the U5 line, as they don't in real life. But finally, the game's been updated to have the full U5 line, which you can also drive the U5 Bombardier newer kind of train units on the line, but also now finally, which I was actually waiting for, and I didn't even realize it was going to get added, and it's finally now been added, is the Ptb wagon class train, which I'm actually sitting in right now. Also, what has been added is the U2 wagon, which was a bit before this one was actually added. Both of them are available on RailTraction. I'll leave the link down below for this train unit if you want to purchase it to add to the Frankfurt U-Bahn. The actual update for the line U5, however, as well, is a free update. Or if you've bought the Frankfurt U-Bahn off JustTrains, you just need to re-download it again, and U5 will be added to your map, which is really nice. And the creator has even said that he might add the two remaining classes of train that's still to make it fully complete. This whole Frankfurt U-Bahn is pretty much now fully complete, flashed out. The only thing missing now are two other units of trains, which is the U3 class, which is mainly now driven on line U4, but now has been spread out recently in Frankfurt to like line U6, I do believe, and also the U4 class, which is one of my more favorite ones, because in real life they sound incredible. They're basically like the kind of microwave kind of sounding class 465s, but they really, like, out of all of the classes of train that actually run, and the wagons of train that run on the Frankfurt U-Bahn, our main that the U4 class is probably my favorite class wagon of train on the network. So hopefully if that could be added in at some point. The creator said that if the Ptb wagon and the U2 wagon make enough revenue, then RailTraction would want to basically add more. Then they'll add more if it does well. If the Ptb wagon and the U2 wagon do well on the RailTraction's website, then they'll add the remaining to the U3 hopefully, and also the U4 wagon as well, which would be really nice. And then this whole route is complete, and you have so much variety. It's incredible. The creator has been just adding so much updates to the route in terms of AI. The AI was a major step, and also with the extension of line U5 as well, which is really good. I'm just so happy. This is probably my all-time favorite thing in Train Simulator, because it's just so much variety, so much to do, so much replayability now, because you have so many different trains to drive, and you have so many lines, all of them complete, different shifts and stuff that you can do in quick drive, which is fabulous. Anyway, enough of me talking. That was just an update there to get you back into the Frankfurt U-Bahn series. It's not going to end actually anytime soon, because now I can redo some of the lines in the like say the U2 wagon and whatnot. So more Frankfurt U-Bahn videos to come out soon, and you guys seem to be really liking them, so I'll keep making them. I enjoy these. This is one of my favorite maps to actually drive on and do videos. It's just so fun. I enjoy it. Today we're going to be taking a look at line U5, the newest line added to the route, and we're going to be driving from Hauptbahnhof, which we're currently at, and we're going to be driving to U5's terminus, which is Preungesheim, if I'm saying that right. And the Ptb class, as I'm sitting in right now, is the train to do it in because of the low-lying platforms. This train actually has built-in and animated steps that pop out when you open the doors at the stations that need it, which is really cool. And you can actually adjust that yourself on the actual dashboard, but I'll show you guys that once we actually need to use that function. The shoutouts in this video go to, if I look to my right, they go to Joe Story and Spotter13. That's again Joe Story and Spotter13. Their links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. Also, the link to the Frankfurt U-Bahn on JustTrains will be linked down below as well. All the kind of stuff that I'm using in this video will be linked down below. All sorts of information basically down in the description. Anyway, hello, get ready to drive. Your journey starts in 1 minute. And we are here. The Ptb class is the smallest one in all of the kind of wagon classes. As you can see, this is it. Very nice looking wagon. It's very similar also in terms of scripting and the kind of configurations and stuff like the U2 wagon. I know I have another video of the U2 wagon. I'll definitely do one at some point, but I wanted to do this one first because of the whole update with the line U5. And then seeing that this Ptb class came out, I thought I just need to do this as a video first before the U2 wagon, even though the U2 wagon came out quite some time before that, but I'll get round to doing it, I promise. Right, things to set up. If we press V, we can turn on in carriage lights, which is really nice. Another thing we can also do is do the destination, which we press Shift and plus to shuffle through. What I've kind of noticed is it only has U4, U5, U6, and U7 in the blinds, which I think this unit only really works on those lines. It doesn't really work on any other lines because they're shorter supply. They're only really meant for U5 and a few others like U6, I think. So we shuffle through and get to U5. There we go. And put the destination as Preungesheim, if I'm saying that right. I don't know if I am. If I get into the cab, things we just have to do is I have to do this little switch, which I don't know what this little switch is, but I just remember it in the startup in the manual. You have to do that switch. This little switch up here in the top left is the headlights. So if we just do that, headlights are now on. These two buttons here control if the steps deploy or not. Currently it's on off, which we don't need it because we have actual platforms, so passengers don't need the steps. And then once we get outside onto the road network kind of part where there's no platforms, essentially we have to press then this button down here, and it will basically mean once I open the doors it just automatically deploys the steps, which is really nice. Right, I'm gonna open the doors, which in this train and also the U2 wagon it's a bit fiddly, but it will do. It's basically you have to press either, and I'm gonna have to, because my microphone's actually blocking the keys that I need to see. So to open either side, you have to press either K for left or L for right. I know, a little bit confusing there with the letters, but you press L, that activates which side you want to open the doors. You then press O, which releases the doors, and then you press T to load up the passengers. So if I now go, ooh, wrong button. This is good. This is always such an interesting thing when I record, and when I have my microphone in front of my keyboard, I can never tell what the hell I'm actually pressing. But that's basically the doors open. You can see here the kind of distinct thing with this train also is that it has the kind of single leaf door here at the front and at the ends of each of the units, which is really cool. Quite a lot of passenger views as well with this train. If you press 5, you go into the main passenger view, which is really nice, really cool. Tracker allows me to move my head 360, which is very nice. Actually, not 360. It's actually yes, 360, sort of. You can shuffle between these two here, but also one thing that's really cool is if you go into the main cab view and then you shuffle through the cameras here, you have another set. And the thing that's interesting with this set is that the doors open on this one, while if you press 5 and go into that passenger view, it doesn't. So this one's actually not too bad, and this one has actually more variety. It has this one, and then it has this one, which I really like. So you're just kind of sat here in between two doors. So you could essentially drive the train from here, but I'm not going to do that. I might do it a bit. But you can see here U4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm guessing that those are all the lines that this actual class of train actually travels on. I don't think it does anything else. It doesn't need to. And then we go back to here, which is cool. We can just look down, which is very nice. And then we go back to the front. So I think that is a nice little tour of the train. I don't think there's anything else I really need to show you guys. It's just basically, let's just drive it, and we're currently on the same kind of part of the network that you're familiar with if we've driven here before. I think U4 also goes through here, which is this main station of Hauptbahnhof, which means central station. We can now start going, and what's actually really cool with this train, and as well as the U2 wagon, is it has this button here, this Außenansager, which if you press Q,
Bitte zurücktreten.
it's a little like alert kind of thing, and then you press the, if I need to move my mic, I'm gonna have to move my mic every so often. You press then I to close the doors. There we go. An alarm comes on. Press K to clear it. We're going to get the reverser forward, and we're going to start moving off to Preungesheim. We're going to currently be on the same track as U4 until we branch off and go on our own separate track, and that's going to be the kind of new area which we have not seen yet in the Frankfurt U-BAHN series, as this was added on the free update for everyone, and I'd say I've driven it, and it's really nice, it's really different. As I said, all of these lines have something different, and it's just really nice. This is why it's like one of my, it is my favourite kind of thing in Train Simulator now, as in terms of third-party add-ons. It's just like so much variety, as I've been telling you guys. You don't actually get bored of this route. One thing with these older units is that the headlights are not so as strong as the older units. I know in most tunnel kind of scenarios or whatever, you can't actually see in front of you. But we're coming up to Willy Brandt-Platz. And also one thing, there is no announcements for this line yet. I do believe the creator is doing something about announcements, and he's going to be releasing something about something with announcements, an updated kind of roster of announcements for this kind of map, because the previous announcements, which still work for me, I think they've discontinued that program or whatever. Right, and release that, and then press T. There we go. Nice, excellent. So the current announcements with the Informator software work still. I can still use it. I don't think I think they've discontinued it, or maybe you can still get it with the main kind of Frankfurt U-Bahn file. Apparently there is going to be some new announcements being added to the game, which is good. And I've heard them, they sound a lot more clear and a bit more less radio-ish, if you know what I mean. And they'll come, but I'll be able to use, like on the other lines and stuff, I'll still be able to use the announcements. It's just U5 doesn't have it because it wasn't originally added to that Informator program that I use.
Bitte zurücktreten.
Right, there we go. There we go. Full power. Oh, there's one thing I can do. I can press M and it pops out the window there, even though, I mean the mirror, even though the mirror is not really, like it says in the manual, oh, if you want extra simulation you can pop out the mirror with by pressing M, and I don't feel it really adds any simulation because the actual mirror isn't rendered in the game engine. Very nice. Next station is Dormrome. Ausstieg rechts. Yes, I was right. No, it's Ausstieg links. So all of this so far is existing track. We've seen this all before. And once we get to a point where we're going to start going up above surface, that's where U5 comes into its own. Right, I'm going to have to allow for the left side to be open, release the doors with O, and press T. I think that's done something. If I now just go out and actually do a bit of exploring, because has that opened the doors? No, that has not opened the doors. Has that opened the doors? No doors. No doors have been opened. There we go. It's sometimes a little bit fiddly in releasing them. The release mechanism of these doors can be a little bit fiddly, but it's kind of, I like it. It kind of makes it authentic a bit, like with I don't know, it makes it feel like an oldish kind of train where you have to keep pressing some buttons for like a thing to activate, and I kind of like that. Even though maybe it's just something with scripting, I kind of like that kind of effect. But it's a nice looking train. As I said, it was a tram. It's essentially a tram, and then they kind of just moved it over into the metro part. Anyway, let's unclear the doors.
Bitte zurücktreten.
There we go. As you can see, like, these trains are much thinner than the other ones because they're trams, and they have those little things that pop out at the bottom of the doors, which those are the actual steps, which we'll actually get to have a look at once we get above surface, when we actually need to use them, when there's no platforms. Actually, it's just basically street level. The dashboard also in this PTB wagon is also very, very similar to the U2 wagon as well. Very similar kind of controls and layout. The only difference is the actual steps being deployed on with the doors. That's the actual only difference really with the U2 and the PTB class. We're here at Constablerwatze. There we go. Nicely cruising. I think I have to stop at the H2 marker, I presume, because this one, this unit is a bit interesting in terms of because it's if I go back outside, normally every other kind of train unit on the Frankfurt U-Bahn is 2 cars stuck together, and that's a kind of unit itself, while the PTB class is essentially 2.5 or 3, because it has like one carriage here, and then a middle kind of semi carriage, and then another carriage. So would you kind of classify this as 3 carriages, or 2 still, or 2.5, or maybe even 1 altogether, because there's actually no gaps or whatever? Sort of is gaps, but you know what I mean. Oh, do we have other trains that turn? Oh yeah, U6 and U7. Oh, hello. Is that another? Oh, that's another U5. And I think this is the actual station that we branch off from the U4 line, and we go basically up surface, above surface. Anyway, let's look at the doors.
Bitte zurücktreten.
I have to slow down for 40 kilometers per hour coming up, because we're going to be changing the guard here, changing tracks going up surface, above surface, where U4 I think carries on underground. U4 is pretty much all underground except for the last few places, I think towards Enkheim. There we go. Let's go into some passenger view, which one thing I love when I just play this route by myself. I love just going into passenger view and just driving from the passenger view, because I think it's just so nice and relaxing. As you can see now, we're now above the surface, and this is now all basically new. This is like part of the free update for the Frankfurt U-Bahn, adding this kind of line U5 to the game, which is pretty cool. It's very nice. So in a way, it kind of just acts like a tram now. It's no longer essentially a train. And I have a station here that I've completely missed out that I had. Well, not missed out, I just realised I'm coming into it. But now, this is where we can deploy our steps. If I actually look down here onto the dashboard, if we press this button which deploys the steps, and now if I actually, let's go out and actually have a look at how this is done. So if I now press a left to engage the left side doors, then release the doors, then open the doors, and now if I find a door that's actually open, because also a thing that you've been noticing actually with these trains, well, this train, and also with the U2 wagon, not the U5 class, which we've been seeing, which I've been just basically driving all along now on the Frankfurt U-Bahn, the newer Bombardier trains, is that all the doors open on that train, while on these trains, the U2 and the Ptb class, only certain doors open, because in real life they're just they're touch operated, so people can open them, and the driver just releases them, but doesn't actually open all of the doors, so people actually have to press which door they want to open, which I think is pretty cool. It's basically like the London Overground, essentially, in real life. And most kind of trains have that kind of feature, basically just not to waste, like, I don't know, heat or like air conditioning or something like that, just to have all the doors closed and then only select a few that some people want to get on or whatever. But as you can see here, the steps have been activated because there's no platform here. This is a station, as you can see here. U5 stops here. It's basically like a tram stop. And this is what it looks like closed, these steps. And then this is what it looks like open. And then now if we close the doors,
Bitte zurücktreten.
the door's closed, and then the steps pop up, which, oh, it's just so nice. I like that. Very cool animation. And basically we'll just keep that button engaged now because, well, actually I don't think we need to, well, there's some stops that have platforms on this stretch to Preungesheim. I keep forgetting what the terminus is called. But essentially, you know, oh, hello. And I think the button for this is C. There we go. For the wipers. Essentially, this is Tram Simulator now, guys. This is pretty much Tram Simulator. It can be done. As I said in previous videos, this route shows that underground lines and networks can be done in Train Simulator. And now, look, you know, this is Tram Simulator essentially, isn't it? And we have another station here, Glaburgstrasse. And you can see the little H marker there where I actually have to stop. There we go. And again, we release the doors on the left, and there we go. Perfect. And what I like, the thing also with these kind of stations is that traffic, obviously because traffic's basically driving with us, traffic has to stop beyond a certain point within these kind of segregated station parts. So when a train stops here, then like traffic has to stop like a certain distance behind or like in front or whatever, which is really cool. Is that another train coming? Yes, it is. And you can see that's the other livery that this wagon comes with. So if you buy this train, you get 2 liveries, which is really cool. Let's actually quickly scoot over here and actually have a look at it. This is the old kind of VGF livery until they kind of, you know, their modern kind of turquoise blue appearance. But anyway, we need to skedaddle along. Stand clear of the doors.
Bitte zurücktreten.
There we go. Perfect. And off we go. The thing, once I get also onto doing the U2 wagon, which actually comes with more liveries, because the U2 wagon was also exported to I think America as well. So you get the turquoise the turquoise livery with the U2 wagon, as well as the orange one, the old one, and then also you get a kind of full red one and I think a white one, which were the kind of ones that were exported to Canada and also America, which is pretty cool. Very nice. I don't want to. I should I open one of my windows? Don't know. It's kind of like really nice weather, but it's raining. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever been in these kind of situations? Like in London, it happens quite a lot where you get. I don't know why I've slowed down so quickly here. In London, you get the kind of those kind of weather bumps where it's sunny, but then it just rains. But it's really refreshing, if you know what I mean. Come on. Actually, to be honest, I can just stop here. I can stop anywhere I want. Gonna have to disengage the steps because we don't want them popping out, and then we activate that. There we go. Hopefully that has opened the doors. I hope. Yes, it has. Good. Sometimes I think like you don't hear the clicking or popping sound of the doors, because normally if this door right here opens by my side, then I'll hear the doors opening. Well, if it's only a certain amount of doors at the back of the train opening, then I can't hear, so I don't know if they've opened or not. But they have, which is good. We can carry on. This is, oh, what's this station called? DT National, oh, National Bibliothèque, which I'm guessing is library, because library in French is bibliothèque, and also in Croatian it's biblioteca, which is similar. So I'm guessing this is the library here we're looking at right here. If it's not, I'd be very surprised, because biblio is like book, like even like Bible book, you know. Anyway, let's not clear the doors.
Zurücktreten.
There we go. Onward we go. I do like this section though. It's really, really, really nice. You get the kind of nice tram-esque kind of feel, and then you get the kind of nice metro feel, which is really cool. And I can actually turn off my wipers because it stopped raining, which is really nice. My kind of plans, I think, for the Frankfurt U-Bahn as well, guys. I think my next video for the Frankfurt U-Bahn will probably be of the U2 wagon, and I'm probably gonna revisit one of the older lines that I did. Probably like U1, I'm gonna do again, but in the U2 wagon. And then essentially, I'll do U6, and I'll do it in this train because this train is basically the train that mainly runs on U6, as well as the newer U5 class, U5 wagon. But I'll do it in this one because we've seen enough of the U5, the Bombardier U5 wagon now, so it'd be good to just get some more of these kind of old-fashioned trains on the channel. Right, nice H marker there for me, thank you. Right. There we go. I think that's done. Yep. I always just have to go out just to check because I'm never too sure if doors open on these kind of older units. Actually, let's go into... there we go. This is my favourite view, to see the doors open in passenger view and then just, you know, take control from here. Look at that network map. That's actually quite good resolution, I have to say. That is essentially the Frankfurt right there in a nutshell. You can see here we did U4 in the last video, which is this pink line. And it basically U4 follows U5, and then it's basically like a shorter U7 in all fairness, because it terminates at, you know, with U7 at Enkheim, and then it terminates at another station where U7 is. So technically, if you start at this end and want to get to this end, you can take either U4 or U7, and probably U7's quicker. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you have U5. Is this? Yeah, no, that's U6. U6 is really short actually. and then U5, which is the nice green line, which we are currently, where are we currently at? We're at Hafridhof, which is, let's zoom in a little bit here. Here, we're about here, I think. No. Yeah, we're about here with Hafridhof. Yeah. And still, like, we're running alongside with U4. U4 is probably underground, and now we've kind of just branched off by ourselves. Like, well, that's really cool. I didn't actually know that. Anyway.
Bitte zurücktreten.
Stand clear of the doors. A little bit of a bug there with the sound, but doesn't really faze me. Let us go. Very cute trains, I have to say. You have these like little cool tables. The seats look really comfortable as well, which is really nice. The U2 wagon is basically the same kind of look like this, except that this wagon is slightly narrower because it is, again, essentially a tram. Right, coming up to another station, which is pretty much at road level, right here. There we go. You can gauge the foot steps. Let's actually see if we can find, hopefully one of these doors in front of the camera now will open. Let's get that right open, and there we go. You could see, did you see that nice animation there? Very nice. And this is essentially what people do. The stop is here. It's also for buses as well. And then when a train comes along, you just walk across the street, and then down there you can see all the traffic has halted, even though now it's kind of coming forward and running over people. But you see, yeah, you have these kind of segregated kind of parts for the actual metro, which is pretty cool. Anyway,
Bitte zurücktreten.
stand clear. Off we go. Let's race the traffic. Same kind of bell type as all of the trains have, that kind of same type of bell type, which is nice. Fly, fly, my PTB wagon, fly. Entering Macbackweg, or whatever it's called. Where's the H stop for this? Oh, it's just up there. These two stations are really close. You'll see this. We're here at this station, and then once we leave, we just take a right, and the other station's over there, which I don't get really. Like, why do you need to have like such a close station like this? Like, what's the actual point? You can see what I mean here. There's the station we are currently at, and then here's the next station. So imagine if I go out of this building here, I walked right here, and I thought, what station should I go to? Well, I guess you go to the closest station that you want to go which way, depending. So if I want to go to what's it, Preungesheim, I would go to this station because it's closer. What's the point of going on this station if you're going to have to pass this station? So I guess okay, there you have your case. But still, one station would do, I suppose. Doors closed. We're going to only have about 15 kilometers per hour to deal with here because this is quite a sharp bend. So we'll just nicely just get up to 15 and then just let it roll into Social Central. Translated. There we go. Coming into the station there. Perfect. One thing to do is disengage the steps because we don't need them anymore. Where is the H marker? The H marker's coming up right there. Fabulous. Come on, keep going. There we go. There we go. Nicely done. I'm hoping that opened the doors. It didn't. There we go. Little fiddle there with the controls. I do believe that U5 in real life is getting overhauled and upgraded. So most of those stations you were seeing before that was street level, they're getting upgraded to be extended with higher platforms and whatnot. Actually, while we're here, I do like this as a kind of screenshot, if you know what I mean. I'm really digging this. Yeah, I'm feeling that actually. Oh. Screenshot. Oh my god, screenshot overload. Screenshot overload. Okay, thank you. Oh, really? Finished? Yes, like the day when I was recording the the chat and mainline one, I was okay. You can stop taking pictures. The day I was doing the chat and mainline one, and I was pressing the screenshot button, it just didn't work. Actually, that looks really good. Let's take another one there. Why is it doing this? Okay, interesting. I'll take one more just to be. Come on, take it. Come on. You're not gonna take it now, and I'm gonna move, and then you're gonna take it. There you go. Look at that. Okay. Weird. Okay. Okay.
Bitte zurücktreten.
My interesting. Thank you. My screenshots now just like going overload. Right. Okay. Interesting. This has never happened to me before with these screenshots. Okay, it's just taking screenshots now. Just now, basically, if I press any button, it's gonna take screenshots. I'm so done. Anyway, left. We're now entering Gießener Straße. Oh my god, these screenshots! They're trolling me. Screenshots, disappear, please. We don't need you anymore. I just wanted one. Right. Oh my god. Oh my god. Set shortcut. Yeah, well, I'm just looking at what the hell my my screenshot thing is doing, but screenshot folder, when a screenshot is taken, display notification. Oh no, yes, there we go, display notification. So I've just taken off the notification thing, so if it let's just do that, and oh no, I don't have a screenshot key. What? Oh. Wait, cancel, and then go back, set screenshot. Let's take off the sound. I think the sound's the most annoying thing. And then if we go back here, that should be fine. Okay, so it's still taking screenshots, which is fabulous. Anyway, hopefully at least we don't have the sound to worry about.
Bitte zurücktreten.
Very nice. Door's closed. There we go. Nice little turn we're taking here. 30 kilometers an hour, because again, a little bit of a sharp turn. And the thing is now, the screenshot's not working now for me when I want it to work. Oh my god, these screenshots are bugged. Ooh, there we go. More speed. To Vielblad Zilgerstrasse. Oh, so when I press F12, it basically just resets my camera. Oh, I actually, guys, I actually know what the problem might be. It might be that Trackayar is in. Ah, yes, now I know what's the actual problem. Trackayar is so F12 is. Oh, okay, yeah. Trackayar is really annoying in terms of if you code a key, if you hotkey a key to something that's already something else, it interferes. So I'm guessing F12 resets my Trackayar. That makes much more sense now. So if I just if I do that there, that's fine. So it's basically Trackayar is it's not having it basically. Right, so let's just do that. There we go. Perfect, doors are open. Which means, actually, let me just set my shortcut key to something else. Maybe like what is not in use? I don't know what's not in use. Let's do that. Let's do that. No, let's do that. There we go. That should be. I hope that's not keyed to anything. Let's test it out. So if I want to do a nice screenshot here, let's go out here and oh, hello. Well, that's nice. And if I do that, yay, screenshots works. Right, doors closing.
Bitte zurücktreten.
Doors are closed. I think the section now of street level platforms has ended. The rest now are basically high level platforms, so we don't need to actually activate the steps anymore, I don't believe. But we're gonna have to activate the wipers because it's starting to rain again, I think. There we go. Nice Satara there again. Parked up. Perfect stop position if I don't say so myself. There we go. Anything open there? No? There we go. Perfect. Actually, let's go back to the cab. We've had our fun time in the passenger view. We're at Ronnebergstrasse. And we're ready to depart.
Bitte zurücktreten.
Clear the doors and let us roll. I do believe we only have about... Yes, we only have about 2 stops. We have Sigmund Freudstrasse, and then we have Preungesheim, which is our last stop. And I hope you guys have enjoyed line U5. I might at some point in the future do a return service from Preungesheim to Hauptbahnhof, maybe in another train, and even do some of the other lines in return service, maybe like also because we have now the U2 wagon as well, not just the U5 class wagon. So I'm happy about that. So I have a lot more things to kind of actually play around with, which is really nice. So this means that the Frankfurt U-Bahn series of videos is not really near the end anymore because of these additions of trains. I think it's I'm always wary about these doors. Maybe I open them, maybe I don't. But this is a nice screenshot, I suppose. Maybe. Oh, that's nice. I do like that, actually. That's really good. Perfect. St. Clear of the doors.
Bitte zurücktreten.
To our last station, Preungesheim. I'm gonna actually have to enter it at like 20 kilometers per hour. So this is the last stop. This is the last stop on the line U5. It's a very nice little terminus station, actually, I have to say. Oh, and we're actually pretty full with trains today. Wow, look at that. There's one on each platform, and we've been given the middle platform, which is very nice. I hope one of them leaves. That would be really nice. A little bit of a shunting operation there. Dieses Stück endet hier, aussteigen. I remember that line from World of Subways, Frankfurt U-Bahn, where the train would get into the last stop and it would just say, you know, say that. I don't know what it means, but I know it's the thing that you say to people when it's the last stop. The metro. Oh, one of the trains is going. Speak of the devil. There we go. Good stuff. And final release of doors. There we go. Welcome to Preungesheim. Oh, another really sexy screenshot, I have to say. Like this map is just so photogenic with its screenshots. It's unbelievable how photogenic it is. Oh, what happened to you? Is the track not changing for you? Oh, I apologize. But there we go. It will just kick me out of the scenario. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was the Frankfurt U-Bahn looking at the Ptb wagon, which is released by RailTraction. I'll leave the link down below if you guys want to check it out to buy it. I do believe it's like about 15 euros for this Ptb wagon. Also for the U2 wagon as well, it's about 15 euros as well, which is about, I think, 10 quid or something like that. Less than 10 quid, I'm not too sure. But these are really nicely detailed trains, a lot of camera views, good sounds and good kind of operation kind of controls and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend it as well for the Frankfurt U-Bahn. Now it's really good because we have all of the lines including U5, and this train for U5 is very good. So I strongly recommend, if you have this route and you want to have more replayability and more variety, get the U2 wagon and the Ptb wagon, and also any future wagons that come out like the U3 or the U4, hopefully, and fingers crossed. Hopefully they do well on RailTraction, and RailTraction sees that we can add the 2 remaining stocks in, which would be really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you in another Frankfurt U-Bahn video. Hopefully do some U2 wagoning around. Look at I think the only lines we have left is U6 and U8. I'm not going to go straight away to U6 or U8 right now. I'm going to go back and do the, I think U1 in the U2 wagon, and then go back, do U6 in this, because U6 uses these trains quite a lot, and then U8 I'll probably do in the modern Bombardier U5 class, because I don't think a U2 wagon is used for U8 at all. And then basically replay maybe some of the lines in the U2 wagon, and possibly even this train as well. So you know, still quite bit of content to do on the Frankfurt U-Bahn, which is really cool. I'm definitely enjoying it. You guys seem to be enjoying it as well. Tell me your thoughts and opinions about the update of the map, as well as this U-Train unit for the game, as well as the U2 wagon unit as well. I'd like to hear your thoughts and opinions. The shout-outs again for this video go to Joe Story and Spotter13. That's again Joe Story and Spotter13. Their links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Have a lovely day.